Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you saw my last video and decided to come back, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Use the real MVP. And if you're new, thank you so much for checking out my channel and stopping by. I hope you liked today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about starting your business, but starting your business for newbies, for people who have no idea how to start a business, what all these different terms mean, and where to start, honey, where to end, all that. Just a disclaimer, I am not a professional. I'm just a regular schmegler girl who decided to start a business. So I wanted to take you along my journey and kind of explain the process in a way that will be easy to understand. What makes this video different from other videos on YouTube is that you are getting the true perspective and the true story of someone who did not know what the heck they were doing when they first started this journey in starting a business. So we here to here, you know, we eye to eye. We are in this together and we definitely can relate to each other. Sometimes it's very difficult doing your own research online on how to start a business. You kind of fall into this rabbit hole of all this different information that's being thrown at you, and you kind of get lost. And one thing that I had a lot of difficulty with was the different terms and wording that I was running into. I mean, I would read a sentence on step number 1 on what to do, then I had to go Google what one of the words meant because I had no clue, never even heard it before. That was kind of difficult for me. There are also tons of YouTubers out there who make videos about starting your own business, and honey, they are on it. They're professional, they know what they're doing, and a lot of them inspired me to start my own business. Once again, I am not a professional, but if you want to see the real uncut journey of starting your business, then keep watching. I should say keep on watching. Okay, so here are 10 general steps to starting your business. And the reason why I say general is because these steps will vary depending on the person, depending on what type of business you're going to open, and depending on where you are located and where your business is located. Me, I opened an interior decorating and organizing business in the state of Washington. So a lot of this information will be specific to the state of Washington, but you can also use it if you're in a different state. Just go ahead and research the different rules and fees and things like that in your area. Okay, once you figured out the type of business that you want to have, step number 1 is going to be figuring out a name for your business. So when you come across a name that you really like, you are going to want to sit on it for a little while, bring it up in conversation. When you're telling other people about your future business adventure, go ahead and use the name, because you are going to be stuck with this name for a long time. You don't want to keep changing out your name. You can't really change out your name. And also, here's a little tip that I probably would have found useful in the beginning. Once you are thinking about some business names, go ahead and pick 2 to 3 different names. Don't just pick one. What happened in my situation, I had a name that I loved and I was feeling it. It resonated with my soul. I was telling other people the name, and once I went to go register the name with the state, we'll get to that in the next step, the name was taken. So legally I could not use that name for my business, or honey, I would have got sued. Ain't nobody got time for that. Step number 2 is checking to see if your name is available. And what I did is I went to a website called Washington Corporations and Charity Filing System. So on that website, I was able to put in the business name that I chose into a search bar, and it searched all the businesses that either had a similar name or possibly the same name as I did, which is what happened to me in the beginning. So I had to tweak the name of my business a little bit to a name that no one was using. So I was able to kind of check that on a daily basis until I was ready to go ahead and officially register the name with the state to see if any other business had that name. Luckily, they didn't, so I went ahead and went to step 3. Also, a tip for when you check your name to see if it's available, and if it is available, no other business has that name. One thing that I didn't think about that would be huge is also checking the name on social media platforms. So checking your name on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, to make sure no one is also using that name, because if they are, then that's when you'll have to start putting little asterisk signs and dashes and numbers and all that stuff, where you just want to have a nice clean line without all those extra characters. Okay, so step number 3, you want to register your chosen name with the Office of Secretary of State. I will have the websites linked below in the description box for all my Washingtonians to make it easier for you to find them. So when you're registering your business name with the Secretary of State, it's the same website that you used to go check to see if your name was available. So you will go ahead and go to the website. You will make an account, log in, and then fill out an application to register your name with the state. Oh, and be aware there is a fee. Once again, the filing fee depends on the state that your business is going to operate in. For Washington, it was $180 to file through mail, and $200 if you wanted to go ahead and submit your application online, which is much faster, and that's the option that I chose. Once your application is processed and approved, you will then receive your UBI number, which stands for Unified Business Identifier Number. So this number basically tells the state that you are allowed to do business within that state. And you're also going to need this number later on when you go ahead and file for your business license. This is also going to be the time where you decide what type of business entity you are interested in. And when I say business entity, I mean, is it going to be an LLC or a corporation and things like that. If you want to know the difference between the different business entities, I will highly recommend that you do a little research. I'm not about to zip and explain them all. It can get a little confusing, but just do your best to see. The one that I chose was an LLC. So once your application was approved and you officially have the rights to that business name, go ahead and lock it in with your business email address and your social medias like I mentioned previously. It will also be a good time if you are interested in making a website to go ahead and register your domain for your website using your business name. Okay, next is step number 4. You want to go ahead and start the application to get your federal tax ID for your business, aka your EIN number, aka your employer identification number. You get this number through an application with the IRS. This number will allow you to open a business bank account, which is very important. We'll talk about that later as well, and also to file your taxes for your business. Okay, step number 5. Step number 5 is optional but kind of recommended, and that is working on your business plan. Now, usually a business plan is used like if you are out there looking for endorsements and you kind of want to have an official business plan to show. For me, I wasn't really interested in endorsements or receiving money from anyone, so I kind of made my business plan just to structure my thoughts and what I wanted my business to look like and feel like. Now, this can be as simple or as complicated as you want. I went the simple route, and I decided to focus on 4 different categories. So I did an executive summary, a company overview, a business description, and a financial plan. And I learned a lot. I learned the specifics on what I wanted my business to look like. It was very detailed in how the process of my business was going to be, how much money I needed to start the business, how much money I projected to make in my first year, the rate I want to charge people for my services, and all kind of different things like that. Okay, so step number 6 is the big one, and that is applying for your business license. For my future Washington business owners, you are going to complete your business license application on the Department of Revenue of Washington State. And yes, there's going to be a fee for that too. This process is going to take a while once you do submit your application. I think they said between like 5 to 10 business days. Okay, so step number 7 is opening your business bank account. So this step is self-explanatory. Opening your bank account. You're going to want to do this because it allows you to keep your personal assets separate from your business assets. Also, your accounting and finances will be easier to manage, and it's just professional. Okay, step 8 is go ahead and purchase QuickBooks. Now, this is kind of the step that I'm at right now, so I don't know a lot about QuickBooks quite yet. But I know it is a software where you can track your business's finances, any incoming and outgoing money. It also tracks time that you spend on your services, and it also tracks mileage and tons of other stuff like that. It's kind of like a one-stop shop for your business. Okay, step 9 is where it starts to get a little bit more fun, and that is doing your content and marketing plan. So this is where you want to make a plan for like your social, so your Instagram post and your feed, your website, your blogs, YouTube, and things like that. You kind of want to go ahead and plan it all out, and also how you want to market your business and how you want to look to your future clients. You can pick what type of vibes you want your website and socials to be, the type of feeling your clients get. What I kind of like to use as well is Canva, and I will link that below as well. And I use that for my Instagram post and stories. It has tons of different layouts, so then your content will look a little bit more interesting. Okay, step 10 is creating your website and your business card. So this is another fun step to do if you're creative like me. What I use to create my website is Wix, and I will have that link below as well. It's a free website builder, and basically what you do is that you search through tons of layouts for your website, and then you just input and switch out different pictures, different content, your blogs, information, all that. You can also go ahead and create your domain for your website. And for my business cards, I chose to use the website Vistaprint, and I just went ahead and once again looked through a lot of layouts and templates, and I chose the one that spoke to my soul and kind of fit my overall brand for my business. And then I just went ahead and inserted all of my business information and changed just a couple little things, and voila, I was done. So those are the 10 steps, 10 general steps to starting your business. And once you completed those 10 steps, it's time to launch that thing. You know, go ahead and launch your business and get started. Don't be scared, just jump right in. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some of these steps very helpful. If you are planning on starting a business, I want to know a little bit more about it. Go ahead and leave me a comment below about what type of business you would like to open, if you have any possible names and things like that. I want to talk to you guys. Also, go ahead and like this video, and if you're liking my content so far, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. Like they always say, it's free and easy to do. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Booyah! I did that. That's hard. My voice is getting raspy. No, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty.